14.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here we go, set, 10-2 start.
I got one, I got one.
Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
64, weak.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check three.
Ready.
Second and 10. Open man is Higgins. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Set, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The tackle there by George Odom.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Neville Hewitt on the stop. A spin. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Set, 30 base.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 31, check 31.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
39. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Bang.
Greystone travel.
Bang, bang. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Hey, Alpha.
Danny.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Got it.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Topper. Shoot.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready to break. 80 weapons. Hey, Charlie.
Check 9.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check the out.
Monday. Hurry. Yes.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. 3rd and long here for Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over.
Let's go now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At their 49-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Come on, set.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in Nick's case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Rosen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. Hey, alert, alert.
To throw is Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
1,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
X3, 218, jump.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This pass complete to Higgins. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
What's the end?
Gone. Hey, wahoo. 5.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Get him, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Now.
Me. Mike 28. I got one.
Go. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Monday.
Five.
Go.
After the interception, here's Rosen. His throw incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
You draw Porter. 80.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Rosen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, it's Rosen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's set a tone.
2nd and 4. To Michelle on the screen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Focus, defense, focus. 43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike.
Get it.
Now back to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Hey, Sam on.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Michelle running right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, what a move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Rosen will throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
First down, Miami.
Watch twist. Watch 80.
Now Rosen on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong quarter. Hey, 4 down. Watch 14. Watch 14. Hey, switch gears.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Delta.
Watch left, watch left.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Quarter.
80 weapons.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, check right. Check right.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
26 the mark. Hey, check. He's coming. Double up.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Stidham. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 8 read. Shoot.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
On 1st down, Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 60 or. Hey, Charlie.
46.
Ready.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. Got a man open, that's Harry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I'm going to
You draw corporate.
run you over. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch. Switch.
Rock it.
And they will run it with Michelle. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, exit.
Rosen on first and 10. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
19 yards there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's first and 10. On first down, Michelle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Switch out.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4. On the toss, here's Michelle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Topper! Ready!
To throw is Stidham. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Third and long. It's Stidham. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Haywood!
Don't get nervous. 51's a mark.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Michel. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Right here, right here.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And this defense here going to... their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
43. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 43. Now.
Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Hug. Hey, wahoo!
Here's Rosen. Yeah, he'll find Hall. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
43.
Leo.
He's crazy. Let's go.
On first down, Michelle. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So this will wind up.